What's going on? What's going on? We back again with another video. 392 Blurred Lines coming at you. As you can see, I'm down at the shop. We got the old Cordoba up in here. We're gonna see if we can't get something done today to the Cordoba. Did a little work on the Operation Dart on the old stroker motor yesterday. And today, it's nasty outside. Man, I said I wasn't gonna be outside working out in the rain. It's just nasty outside. So I thought I'd come down here and pull it inside. It's warm inside. I had to get some more lights on in here. I did bring some lights so I can get a little more lighting. You know, there's not a whole lot of lighting in here unless you turn on all the lights. I'm not turning on all the lights to do what I gotta do. So I did bring some lights and I will get those up and posted. But yeah, we come on down here, got a truckload of goodies. Will I get it all put on today? I don't know. I have no idea. I'm gonna do as much of it as I possibly can. And I'll probably start off with the easiest. So before I get started on the easiest, just wanna say welcome to the channel. First time coming to the channel, welcome. And it's one of those days. It's one of those days where I gotta do something. I can't sit at home doing nothing. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this done. I was gonna start with the headlights first, but I think I'm gonna start with the easiest. And the easiest is going to be the roof rail seals. As I said, I gotta get some more light on in here. I did bring some lights. I'm gonna get a little more light in here so you can see a lot better. But these roof rail seals, I do want to get those changed. And I'll let you see exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, these right here, these are the roof rail seals. This side isn't too bad at all. But the driver's side, and it's gonna be a little dark on this side, but you'll be able to see when I get more lighting. The driver's side, you can't see it, it's too dark. The driver's side is pretty bad. It's pretty bad. So we're gonna see if we can't get those changed out. So just hang out with me. And don't know how long it's gonna take to do all this, but I will do the roof rail seals first because they should be the easiest. And then I'll move on, do my headlights. I just got another package in the mail today. Matter of fact, before I even left home to come down here, got another package. And these here, you know, I want my lights brighter. I ordered some LED tail lights that are red. So my tail lights are gonna be a lot brighter, red, more vibrant. And I ordered some new park lights for the front, turn signals. And they are actually LED, and they are, I believe they're orange or yellow. I think they're yellow. So that's gonna give that a nice vibrant look in the front. And I also ordered some LED reverse lights. I will be changing out the reverse lights. They haven't come yet. And I ordered some more. No, those were the three that I just ordered the other day. This is one that came today, so I have two more that are coming. The tail lights and the reverse lights. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna get this lighting and everything set up, and we're gonna come back at you and see if we can't get this taken care of. So just stick around with me and we'll see what happens. All right, so to start off, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna remove this roof rail seal, and we're gonna see if we can't get the new ones put on. Doesn't look too hard, just looks like a couple pins. Like a pin here, pin up here, and I do believe it pulls down. So it's something simple, just pulls away. And you can see this one was pretty bad. I had put a little bit of tissue up in there, paper towel, keep that water from coming in, you know, rain, water would come in. Plus, last year when I was driving, well, year before last, because I didn't drive it in the winter last year, but year before last I drove it, it was kind of chilly, and I want to get this taken care of because I'm driving it this winter. So we're gonna throw that junk away. We're gonna go ahead and put the real deal on it. And it looks as though it just has a couple of pins, little buttons. There's a couple little buttons that holds it in. Nothing hard, nothing major. But you can tell, you can see this thing, it was bad. It was bad. It was just terrible. I needed something to keep that cold out. That air is cold coming up in there. All right, so we're gonna see if we can pull those little pins out, and I'll show you what we got going on here. As you can see, it just had a pin here. This is one that just ripped off. Little button there, and it's got those 3 there, and it should just go right in that channel, right up in that channel, and then clip back in down here. So we're gonna see if we can get that taken care of right now. Okay, we're gonna see if we can get these little buttons out of here. We're just gonna use either a pair of pliers, little cutters, whatever best way to grab it and pull them out, or a screwdriver, whatever works. We're gonna see which one works the best. First, we're gonna try these little pliers. Show you what we're working with here. That seems to do it pretty good. Just like I said, just little buttons, and they probably simply just deteriorated. Yeah, they just come out of those holes. So they actually come with the roof rail seal, so I don't have to try to save these and reuse them. They should be, yeah, evidently they're already inside the one that I ordered. I haven't even taken those that I ordered out of the box yet. They could be the wrong ones. I don't even know. But we're going to go ahead and pull these out and see if we can get the new one put in. Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right. Let's see if we can. This opened up. See what we got. These I actually ordered from Rock Auto. I do order some stuff from Rock Auto. This must be about my fourth or fifth magnet. It's like it has a Dennis International built with Rock Auto parts. Nice looking truck. All right, we'll put him up there. So it does say that we have a roof rail seal, 75 to 79 Mopar B body, 2-door hardtop. That's exactly what we're working with, so should match up as it's supposed to. But I do go through Rock Auto. Some things you can get through Rock Auto a lot cheaper. I think I spent maybe 80 bucks for this. And if I was to go through eBay, the exact same thing, exact same part number, 181 bucks. So I'd rather go with the 80-something bucks and pay the $9 shipping and handling as to 180 for the same item. So it's best to shop around. Don't just buy the first thing you see. Shop around. Somebody's got something cheaper and it's the same thing. Wait a minute. Oh, it's just a little bit different as to how it hooks. It's a little bit different. It's the same, but it's a little bit different as to how it mounts. Now, this one here, this doesn't have a hole in it for a pin to mount in it. So I may have to end up drilling a hole in it and sliding one of these buttons that I didn't throw away through it to hold it in place, which is totally fine with me. But it is actually the same thing. You just gotta squeeze it to put it up inside the channel. So when this one looks as though let's see, how was this up in there? Yeah, it was up in there as well. It was up in there as well. Yes, it's gonna work. This is just so dry and brittle. Let's see if we can get the real deal on here. Because I want my stuff to be quiet riding down the road instead of hearing all that wind whistling through and whistling past. Let's see if we can get this thing put up in here like it's supposed to be. This down here it's a little bit different, but I do believe it's going to work fine after I put the hole in it to mount it in place right there. I believe it's going to be just fine. I may have to put a little sealant in here to help hold that in place. This is for that lip. This is for this lip. There's another lip inside there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to put a little sealant in there to hold that in place, which is fine because I did bring some. I did bring black adhesive sealant. So we will put a little bit on there to help it stay in its place. I don't know how much it will. Let's make sure these holes are going to line up before I do that. If not, it will be an issue. Yeah, they do line up. So I believe I will start here and then work my way up. So starting here, I will start here and work my way up. So that hole's going to line up. Yes, they're all lining up. They're all lining up as they ought. So we're going to put our adhesive on there. Silicone adhesive. will use one of these buttons to use some of it. If we can't add the adhesive. I'm just gonna run it across like so. That is available. Tell you what, this works beautifully. I didn't expect it to work as good as it. I didn't expect it to fit as good as it fits. Actually, it fits very well. I mean, it fits very well. Right in the channel like it's supposed to. That should really seal it. Nice. Now what we'll do, we'll find the spot for the pin here, which is right there. What I ought to take me a self-tapping screw and just drill me a hole down here lower and put me a nice fresh screw in it instead instead of just a pin, a button. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna drill a small hole in here with a self-tapping screw. Put that right in there, call it good. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I think that would be a better way to seal it. Yes, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. That's gonna definitely tighten that up against there. Boy, this is nice. This is real nice. Real nice. I recommend Rock Auto for your roof rail seals. If you want to put some roof rail seals on your 78, your 79, 76, 75, whatever the years may be, go through Rock Auto, and they're not paying me a dime to put that plug in there for them. But I see how good the product works. I recommend it. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna get a drill, we're gonna drill a hole in this, and we're gonna keep it moving. So just keep hanging out with me. And this will be the perfect time. Right now, we've been into the work a little bit. Perfect time. Go get you a snack. Go get your bag of chips. No, I'm not gonna say chips. Go get you something healthy. Go get a bag of nuts, bag of peanuts, walnuts, pop, orange juice, milk, soda, whatever you want. And I'll meet back up with you right here very shortly. Stick with me and I'll be right back. Okay, first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna get our hole in the plastic a little bigger than the actual screw that I'm gonna use itself, because I don't want to have to try to screw into the plastic. I want it to freely be able to go into that plastic to where I'm going to tap a hole into the body. But first we're going to put a hole in this plastic where I want it. It's going to be approximately about right there. Went through enough to leave a mark to know where I'm going to put the number 25 drill for a 1024 tap thread hole. I figured I would use not sheet metal screws, but I want to use an actual screw with actual threads, other than a sheet metal screw, and all that does is strip out later on down the road. If you ever have to remove them or something of that nature, I just soon have a real screw, real threads. Okay. Put that there. Put a little more oomph on it. Okay. Now, actually, I would like to have a little oil to help the lubrication. Right there, I can use some of that right there, tapping wax. Yeah, just use a little bit of wax on it, just to help tapping. Bigger. It's not big as I wanted it to be. we got a remedy for that. Actually, I'm gonna go with a bigger drill than that. So I'm going to grab a bigger drill because that's just not big enough. Okay, I'm gonna go with a 13/64 drill. The screw itself for a 824, the diameter is a 3/16/187. So I'm gonna go a little bit bigger so that, like I said, that screw will slide in nice and easy. And I'm also gonna put a small chamfer on that plastic so that screw head will rest in flush. So that's that's a number, well actually not a number, but it is an 82-degree angle on that screw head. So I'm going to put a 82-degree chamfer on that as well. And that will allow that head to sit flush up against that plastic so that nothing can catch it as the door shut or anything of that nature. So we're going to go ahead and put another hole in there a little bit bigger for the diameter of that screw. I will be using an Allen head screw in that. I know I was going to need a drill. I brought my own. But this will work sufficiently. Let's make that hole a little bit bigger. Actually, I thought that was plastic, but it feels like rubber. I may not have to put a countersink because if it's rubber, yeah, we're gonna put a countersink in it. We're gonna countersink it. Yes, sir, we're gonna countersink it. Just to eliminate a little bit of that material so that it does rest down inside it a little bit. I don't like this drill at all. It's weak. As long as it does the job, I'm not gonna complain too much about it. It just doesn't turn freely with that as it ought. Put a little countersink on that. Okay. When I say little countersink, this is what say little countersink, this is what I'm referring to. Let me turn you around. I just want to put a countersink in it so that screw will sit flat down inside it. I know some may call me picky, but when you're a machinist, that's just what I do. That's what my job entails. That's kind of work I do. As I said, this was a flathead with an Allen wrench, well, Allen head screw, the countersink, so that's going to sit nice and flush down inside there. So let me grab me a Allen wrench. I should have grabbed one when I got the drill bit for that. All right, hold on just a second, I'll be right back. Okay, so we're going to be using an 1/8 inch Allen wrench for the head, that screw. Before I do that, I'm going to add a little bit more sealant in that area. Now that I'm ready to put it together. Okay, we're going to add a little bit more on this. just like so. Nice and flush. I think that come out very well. I think that worked real nicely. All right. So that's all that entails. And we're going to do the same thing for the other side. We're going to turn the car around because there's more lighting on this side as to on that side. When I got ready to get started, it's too dark over there. So I decided to turn the car around. So now I'm going to turn it back around, do the passenger side. So now you see what I got going on as far as roof rail seals. And let's just see. Seal. Yes, much better, much better. It's tight. It's tight around that window. There we go. Now it's completely shut. Yes, I can live with that. I can live with that. Real nice. Okay. So, like I said, we're going to turn this thing around. We're going to do the other side. And it's not too late. I'll get started on the lights. But for now, I got to get the other side done. All right, stick with me. I'll be right back. All right, everybody. All right. We back. We got the door seals done, the roof rail seals done. Now we're going to see if we can endeavor to get this front end tightened up with these lights. I think that the quickest and the easiest ones to do will probably be the turn signals, and then we're going to move right on from those right on to the headlights. I believe this is the one that came today, so this ought to be the turn signals here. And we'll see if it is what they're supposed to be. What? Ah, those are strange looking. Wow, those are so strange looking. They didn't even look like that online, but that's exactly what they are though. But these things, they look awfully strange. But we're gonna pull them out and see if they are what they're supposed to be. Amber, these are the ones I wanted. Okay. These are supposedly the ones I wanted. I'm gonna take one of these out first before I take one of these out of the package, because these two lights, 25 bucks. So I'm gonna make sure. Of course, it's 1157A. They're supposed to fit. It says that they're compatible with a 2357 and a 2057. It's supposed to be compatible. So we're gonna take this loose and see what we got. She's a little snug. She hasn't been out since 1979 started. So looks like we're gonna have to get us a pair of pliers and torque on it a little bit. I thought I had some out here. Maybe oh, there's none right there. Be all so gentle, because being from 79, I'm not trying to replace nothing other than the light. Wow. That is the only way to get it out. turn it until it clicks. Maybe. Let's do something different here. Let's remove this. I'm also gonna put new bulbs here. These little side markers. I want something brighter. These are orange, but they look dingy, so I'm gonna change those as well. As a matter of fact, I have some LEDs for this that I put in the dash, so I'm gonna put those in here. This has a plug. We want to see if we can unplug this. And maybe remove it that way. It may be easier than what I'm doing. It may prevent me from ruining something. Can I unplug this? Maybe, yes. All right. Let's see what we got here. Okay. This has got to come out, and the only way I see it coming out is to turn it. I reckon but it sure isn't coming out. In that way. Let's see what else we got here. That's the only way you can get to that bulb. I know you don't, of course you don't change the whole thing. That would be ludicrous. Is the only way. That's the only way to get that out. Can't get to it from behind this. It's right there. So, and somebody may be watching and know exactly how to take it out. Wow. Isn't that something? It's gotta come out. It's either gonna come out or I'm gonna ruin it. One of the two, or both. Get it nice and loose. I'm beginning to believe that it doesn't turn and then pop out. I'm beginning to believe that it just has some little metal clips and you push it in. That's what I'm beginning to believe, because turning it, it would turn so far and stop, and then you could take it out, but it's just continually turning. I'm thinking it would have been something like these. They have these slots inside. You turn it to one direction or the other, then you can pull it out of those slots. But this isn't the same. I think this has those little metal pieces that go into a spot, kind of open up as they go in, and locks it in place. It's the only thing I can think of. So I'm going to try to take a screwdriver get down between it. Well, I don't want to break this. Never done this before on one of these. But that's the only way to change them. You can't change this whole thing. It wouldn't make sense. See, these go in. They go in, then they turn. Locks. Simple as that. Why is this trying to be difficult? Huh. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try to put something behind it and pry it. But just in case I break it, I'm not gonna let you guys see me break it. So I'll be right back. All right, we back. Y'all know what? Did I break it? No, I didn't break it. You know, I'm messing around. I got the thing. I said, wait a minute. Let me try something else. There's the bulb right there. So here I am. I'm about to actually break this thing, trying to get the bulb out the backside. When I should have known that bulb wasn't gonna come through that hole no way, because the bulb is bigger. Boy, I tell you. I tell you. So now we can take it out. Yes. Boy, he's very, very greased up. They didn't want it to rust in there. All right. So, actually, this whole piece could have stayed right on there. I took this whole unit off for nothing. All I do is pull that little cover off. But that just lets me know the other side's gonna be easier. But I'll tell you what, that is exactly the same bulb. 1157 NA. So we're gonna change it, and we'll keep him. He's a spare. We won't throw it away. We'll wipe all that excess grease off of it, and we'll throw him in the glove compartment, so that just in case I have one go out, I'm able to put one in it, because there's nothing wrong with it. Worked fine. And also, I'm gonna go ahead and change this bulb and put in one of the LEDs. So let's sit this down here, grab us one of those. LED, and we'll keep them moving. It looks as though those LEDs are at home. I must have put them in the garage after using what I needed for the dash. Unless, did I put them in that box? Well, that's exactly what happened to them. They are in the garage. So, this is something I'm gonna have to do at another time, put the LED in that one. So we're just gonna put these super bright LEDs. Now it says for off-road use only. We probably should do the right thing and put them in, huh? That's what we're gonna do. All right, let's see. We can get this thing open now. They got it closed up like they don't ever want you to get inside it. I got some two-layer action going on here. this is one of the strangest looking bulbs. Would you look at this? There's a bulb, there's a light right there. That little thing. But look at all this metal. What is all that metal about? I have no idea. We're gonna stick it in here anyway. See what happens. Okay, you got the short one up there and a long one down there. They probably made that like that so you can turn it, put it in. I don't know. Well, let's plug it in and check it before we put all this back together. Put him back in there since he's not getting changed right now. Chair. Okay. Okay, let's take a look and see how they look as far as the difference in color, because I'm sure this is going to be a different color than it was when I had these orange ones in. So, let me turn it on, see how she looks. I guess that does give it a different look, doesn't it? Let's turn you around, show you what we got going on here. Get you out here in front. As you can see, there is a difference in the color. The orange as to the amber. So I think, yeah, we're gonna go with the amber. Since I bought them, we're gonna go with the amber. Okay, so now knowing how easy it's gonna be to change these, let me go ahead and put this other screw in here. We're just gonna take those two screws out the other side, swap out the bulb, and then it'll be time to get these headlights changed out. This was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Don't want to over tighten it. Got enough cracks in that glass. All right, let's do the other side. And we'll get right back with you. All right, ran into a little snag, people. Put these lights in. Now I understand why they're for off-road use only. They don't flash. They do not have the ability to flash when you turn on your turn signal. Now, they do have what's called a load equalizer. That is something that's needed for these bulbs to work. So I took them out, and I'm going to inquire as to what a load equalizer is, and we'll come back at it, because I like the color of them, and I'm going to use them as soon as I get what I need to use them. So we're just gonna tuck them away right back in this little package that they came in. I may even shoot me a piece of tape on them just to keep them in the package. Matter of fact, I'm gonna stick them right back down in this mailing envelope. What is this? Nothing. Not a thing. Actually, it is something. Tape is exactly what it is. I'll just wrap that up just like so and call it good. And I'm gonna move on to the headlights. So let's go ahead and snatch these covers off and see what we got. I hope I don't have any problems with these lights. I hope I don't have any problems at all. Let me plug this in, keep them nice and charged. I hope it's charging. All right, let's take these out. Yeah, I hope this is a simple process here. You know what, actually, I probably ought to open up that box, make sure they gonna work. Make sure they're gonna work correctly before snatching this out. Of course, I won't know if they work correctly, but I'll be able to look at them and make sure that the connectors are the right connectors. Nothing else. And these are from Octane Lighting. That's who makes these. Octane Lighting. For the 6. Now, according to this is just like the setup is like mine. Let's just hope. If you have an 80s GM vehicle or a semi-truck, these headlights may not turn on or work properly after initial installation, which means your vehicle requires a different wiring configuration on the low beam headlight plugs. So they're talking about where the ground is here and the low beam here. The low beam is also on this one and the ground is here. That's what they're talking about. Switching them over. I shouldn't have to worry about that. We don't have a truck. All right, let's get some popcorn action. Put that over there, out the way. I definitely need to change these headlights though. I just about hit some deer the other night. Not a deer. There must have been about 5 or 6 in the road. I didn't see them till I was up on top of them. I stood up on them brakes. Oh, she was sliding, she was squilling. You know, we don't have anti-lock brakes on the 79. So, oh, she was sliding. She was squilling. But I didn't hit anything, which was a good thing. All right. One box for one side. There's a box for the other side. And those looks like the adapters if I needed them, which I don't believe I need them because mine has 3. I may need them for the bottom ones. I think for the low beams. We'll find out. Okay. See if we can get one of these opened up. All right, let's see what we got here. Woo, pretty. Yes. Yes. Them are real nice. Real nice. Oh, yes. Yeah, that's what that plug is for. One will be for the low beam, which is bottom one, I believe, and this is the high beam. Okay, it looks like what I need. So let's finish removing this, and we'll go from there. I'm not gonna bore you guys with this. I'm gonna speed this up so you can see it in a quicker time. Plus, I'll turn my radio on so I can have some music. Can't have that music on or they're gonna flag me on YouTube. So I'm gonna listen to some music while y'all watch me take care of this and listen to the music in my background. As a matter of fact, give a shout out to the musician who actually plays that music that you hear in the background. His name is Alex. He's one of the brothers, or one of the ministers at the church. And he put that little melody together for me. And he's speaking about giving me some more music also to put in some of the future videos. So if you enjoy the music that you hear in the background, hey, let a brother know. Just like, yo, shout out to Alex, because the brother be playing. Brother bad. He bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna let y'all listen to that music, and I'm gonna listen to my music. All right? All right. Okay, this is the difference. These have the 2 plugs, which that's why the adapter was made for that, because it will plug in. Both of those lights have 3 prongs on them. They have 3 on them. So the adapter was made for your plug here for the low beam. So that's why these adapters were placed with the items. So we will for all that water, it just seems like it gets trapped down in here and causes these buckets to start to rust in the bolts. As you can see, all of them seem like they got a little rust action going on. That's simply because of all the water that's trapped in here. Like right now, this is wet. I understand it's raining. It's raining outside, but that's why those bolts and things get wet. Get rusted because of holding that water. And then you can't never get them out. You round the heads of the screws off. But you take your time and take them off that way. You gotta take your time. We're gonna wipe a little bit of that out of there, a little bit of that water out of there. Try to keep these getting all rusty, because actually they're in very good condition as to some that I've seen before. Some of them, these ears are completely rusted off, or they'll twist off when you're trying to take the screw out of them because the screw is rusted to them. But these seem to come out pretty good, so that's a blessing. Now, we'll take one of these. Knowing that uh-oh. Now what? Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Oh no. Oh no. Are you serious? Those are not going to fit in those covers. So now what? Now what, people? Really? Those are not going to fit. Those are not going to fit. It's always something. It's always something. If they're not going to fit, you must have quit. They're not going to fit. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Well, that's 2 items that I cannot use. And if I can't use them, you know where they'll be going. Back from whence they came. I think they sent me the wrong ones. Let me get back with y'all shortly, because I think they sent me the wrong ones. Let me look at my PO. All right. As you can see, got it put back together. They were the wrong lights. I needed 4x6s. I ordered them correctly, but Somebody probably wanted to get off work early. They just grabbed anything they saw on the shelf, threw it in the box, and sent this to them. I'm just assuming. That's just how it goes. So I went ahead and I got online and made a return request. So I will be putting those back in the mail come Monday morning. And hopefully we should have them by next month. Not January, but probably by February. No, they should be pretty quick. These came pretty quick when I ordered them, but you know, they're gonna get them back and they're gonna have to inspect the box, make sure the box hasn't been opened, even though the box was open, because I had to check them to make sure they were the right ones, which they were not. Go figure. So that's that. Didn't get my park lights changed because it didn't work. Didn't get my headlights changed because it didn't work. But I did get my roof rail seals changed. I'm sitting here looking at this box of shocks. Do I open this box up expecting disappointment? Probably. But I will open it up. I will open it up. It's getting later. It's getting later. It must be going on 5 o'clock. I've been down here since probably 12:30 at the latest, and haven't gotten anything done but the roof rails. Wow. So if I do these shocks, I'll probably be down here till midnight.